Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Friday, September the 25th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. The link for the free room. Yes, it's a free room, 100% free. You do not have to be a member. Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. Room is open between Monday to Friday between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And I share my screen and I'm live on the mic. In the email you're getting, you will see a link to my homepage. The homepage has a subscription link with a promo code there if you do want to take out a subscription. It has a link for these videos that you're watching, also all the webinars that we have, and a lot of other training links. And the trade of the week, which is sent to you before the market opens every Monday morning. All right, so I had actually a very quiet day trading, but I do want to draw your attention to this pen trade. Maybe next week I will take a more expensive trade from the AI. Typically, I like to look at the ones under $20, but look at this one, $64.88, $70 right now. That means an 8% move on a now $70 stock. And one of the reasons why I probably, if I were going to take a trade like that, why I would have taken it is if you look, a couple of reasons. Look at it on the daily chart, okay? So there it is on the daily chart, and you can see it still has room. It's at $70 right now, and right there, up in this area, is around 75. So that was a beautiful looking daily chart, okay? And, but typically I just don't take those more expensive ones. I just find that the ones that are under 20 can give me the better percentage gains. But, 7.8% is nothing to sneeze at. And it was fairly, this is on a 15-minute, this is a 50-minute chart right there. So there was the alert on that candle. And pretty reasonable until you get to this area here where it started, chop around a little bit. And then it took off again. So a very steady trade. Now, I want to show you one trade that I did take. And that's FLIR. And it is really working out well now. Let me, I want to show it to you on the 5-minute chart also. But why I was interested in this one, well, first of all, when I do my pre-market work, well, it looks it doesn't look tan to me, kind of looks almost pinky right there. But that area right there, this pink area right there, is the pre-market. So you look what FLIR did. It got way up to 1121. And when I'm doing my pre-market work, this is what I saw, and it's an earnings play. So I thought, wow, is this ever going to be good? Because look at it on the daily chart. Remember, pre-market, this is up here now, $11. It has cleared all of this. So I thought, okay, this has a shot. There's a 200-day. That would have been a little over $1 away. That may have stalled it, but I would take a move from 11 to 12 any day on a percentage basis. I just kept looking at this void here. But then as I was scanning again, I was still in the pre-market. It's funny because what I do is, I'll put my pre-market gappers and I'll post them in the room. And initially I had this as what I call an E gap up, an earnings gap up. I had to change that as it did this to an earnings gap down. So anyway, I'm being long-winded here. Look at this red bar ignored, okay? So if you don't know what the red bar ignored is, here's a trend up. There's a red bar right there, totally engulfed by the previous one. And now, if the next candle is green and is above the high, it almost has to be if it's green, above the high of that red candle, then this turns into a potential long trade, all right? Theory being this, you had a trend, an uptrend, you've got a pause in the trend, and then a continuation. This is working unbelievably well based on that one, okay? And so I ended up taking this trade right around 9:04. I traded some out at 9:35. It pulled back. I thought maybe I'll be getting out the rest, but I still held on to some, and now look at it. So, and the reason I did that is because in fact FLIR now has gone positive. I kept looking at this thinking, what, there had to be some reason why, why traders got enthused about this, based on the initial earnings release, because I mean they released earnings before the market opened. It's not like they're released after hours and it popped up, and then overnight people had to could think about it more and thinking, okay, well, it's really not as good as we thought, and then drive it down. All this is in the pre-market. So anyway, bottom line is this turned out to be just a fantastic trade. Probably this is for me the best trade I did today, bar none, because on a percentage basis to go from 9 even to 934 and then but up to 960, I mean that's just fantastic. So anyway, want to get back into the room and see how many other people in the trading room are holding on to Fleur. Take a look at my watch list. Not too bad. I mean, WKHS, the alert was at 24.27 and it got up to 25.70, so that's over $1.50. This was really quick before it really pulled back. 309, and it did get up to 330, but then it really pulled back, so I can't really count that one as being great. This one intrigues me. It's just a little bit above the price, but the reason why it intrigues me, if you take a look at it on the monthly chart, you can see that this still has some room to go. I mean, this has had a fantastic, Bed Bath & Beyond has been beaten up badly. This is the pandemic month, okay, and it has come back. But this was this stock was weakening, if you know anything about them. I mean, it's a retailer, of course. It had been weakening and weakening and weakening before the pandemic. This is just a fantastic move, since, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so in 6 months, it's gone from, 360 up to 1452. And fairly consistently, except for that month there where it had the drop. But anyway, I looked at this and I've been telling people in the room, you're looking for a swing trade, this is something you might want to consider because it still has some room. And I noticed I had a couple of upgrades today. Not that that means necessarily everything. And this is not a recommendation to swing, but you have to make up your own mind. But it really, to me, it's just sort of fascinating that it's had this tremendous run at the bottom here, when a lot of stocks had done this, just because it had been beaten up before. I mean, they've closed some, they've laid off tons of people, they've closed stores, but hey, it looks like it's trying to recover somewhat. And then the Fleur, of course, is a little bit late, 948, but even so, 948 got up to what, 967, and who knows where it's going from here. So anyway, that's it. I want to get back into the room and close down my charting program. There you are. If you have any questions for me, you can use this email address, and there's a link for the free room. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will open the room Monday morning at 9 o'clock. I hope to see you then. Bye-bye.